Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with more Anthologies of Horror. Today, we're going with a nostalgic favorite, guys. At least it's nostalgic to Jason and me. Friday the 13th, the series. Despite not featuring Jason Voorhees whatsoever, I grew up watching and loving Friday the 13th, the series, in the late 80s. There was one episode that always stuck with me in particular, though. Always stuck with me. And I watch it every year or two. And it's called Repetition. Obviously, that's the episode or segment I chose to discuss in this video. Jason and I watched it together along with the episode he selected, so it's fresh in my mind. I never have forgotten it though. Never. Ever since the first time I watched it on TV in 1990. Repetition is episode 14 of the third and final season of Friday the 13th, the series. It originally aired on February 5th, 1990. Jennifer Lynch wrote the episode, which I think is pretty damn cool. I didn't realize that back then, but it's a fun fact I know now. This segment, or full episode as they are in the series, is so mean-spirited. Maybe that's why it always stuck with me more than the others. Walter Cromwell is a well-known newspaper columnist who lives with his elderly mother. One day, on an early morning drive, he falls asleep at the wheel, hitting and killing a young girl named Heather, who was out walking her dog. Don't worry, guys, the dog is fine. Heather? Not so much. Heather's mother, unaware of the accident, believes her daughter has gone missing. She even stops by the antique store, the main setting of this series, to post some new missing persons posters. A month has passed since the accident, and Walter hid Heather's body, not wanting to get caught. But what he finds is a locket she was wearing, with her soul trapped inside. He can see Heather's profile on the locket and hear her voice, begging him for help. If he kills someone new while they're wearing or touching the locket, Heather will come back to life. The new victim's soul, however, will take the place of Heather's inside the locket. Walter must make a choice about whether or not he's willing to trade one soul for another. Of course, he will, and in result, finds himself at the center of a killing spree. With each new victim comes a desperate, panicked cry for resurrection, leading Walter down a horrific path of repetition. This episode was just as impactful as ever. Like I said, I try to revisit it every year to every other year or so. Like repetition. Poor Walter just keeps digging his hole deeper and deeper and deeper. This segment is dark. There's one specific scene, which I won't spoil here, that is actually disturbing. Even after having watched it many times, it's still shocking to me. Friday the 13th, the series, was an awesome horror anthology series, and Repetition might be my favorite episode of all. Jason made a fantastic selection as well, though, so be sure to check out his video to find out what it is. Have you seen Repetition? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. Which anthologies of horror will we cover next? Check back soon to find out. Until then, thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and, be kind, subscribe.